Portland State University professor Larry Martinez concludes people have gotten used to not having to engage in interpersonal communication as much, and that can take an already distressing or tense situation and exacerbate it because people are out of practice of not having to have difficult conversations. These spirals that we're seeing might be stronger in a post-pandemic world. After over a year of Zoom, many are just now getting fully dressed again. They're texting during meetings. They show up late for. In conversation, they're ignoring or interrupting the people they're trying to communicate with. David, how much of this are you seeing, and how managers deal with lapsed etiquette in the workplace?
Those gaffes, those inappropriate levels of behavior, the lack of dress, the lack of etiquette are going to start to become more highlighted, because now, instead of everybody having some of that, only a few people, the ones working remotely, are going to. Companies need to look at that now and start providing some level of coaching, some standards of behavior, professionalism, approaches towards remote work, approaches towards remote communication. I mean, let's face it, we're already to the point almost where the telephone is obsolete, where all of our communication with our coworkers tends to be like we're doing it right now on a Zoom screen, where you've got it camera to camera. And so I think you've got to emphasize, okay, well, what's the appropriate way to be able to do that, an effective way to do that, to be able to stay in front of employees, stay in front of your coworkers, but do so in a constructive way, as close to as possible what would happen in a face-to-face conversation.
I got about a minute left, but because this show is the big picture, I want to ask you about the last 18 months. We have been in uncharted waters, and you've been in with waders hip deep. What has surprised you most during the shutdown?
I think, to start, how well we've done as a country in adapting to these unbelievable circumstances. I mean, this is the classic case of what we meant when we said, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. We've made a lot of lemonade in the U.S. and I think abroad as well. It has happened across the world, where we have figured out a way to be able to leverage this amazing technology we're all taking for granted and be able to successfully still exist, run our businesses, stay connected, and continue to progress.